hit stream. And all right, it says excellent connection. Streaming. And we are good to go.
All right.
Good morning, friends. How's everybody today? You are going to see everything from the beginning this morning. Patrick is here and says hello and good morning.
Hello.
Madeline says hello. Brandy B's here and says good morning. And Gail's here.
Hello.
And Ellen's here and Nixie is here. Oh,
hello.
And lots of people are here. And we have a Bethany, and the chat is just, wow, going crazy. Good morning, friends. Okay, wowzers.
Good morning, everybody.
The chat is just, I can't even keep up. There's, good morning, all. I hope you guys are doing good. The chat is just going nuts, and I think I saw Steph Nerd. Lots of likes and hearts and hellos and highs and the chat. I can't. It's just. Are you sure you put it on slow mode this morning? Because, dude, it's just flying.
I didn't take slow mode off.
Okay, so it should be on. Wowzers. It is just flying this morning. It hasn't showed me how many of you are here yet, probably because there's just so many of you already. It can't keep up.
Okay, I'm set up the cameras. So my apologies.
No, we're not apologizing this morning. Everybody gets to see it from beginning to end today, so you're doing all right. Beginning to end today. Happy last day of June. Today is the 30th of June, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Wow, 528 people.
All right. All right, so.
Okay, so that explains that.
Let me get the photo reference.
Apparently we are not on slow mode.
No?
No.
Why would it get turned off?
I don't know, dear. I
this
wish
is the picture we're going to be doing.
Okay. Let's see. Is there a way to change it to slow mode now? Where do I find that?
I don't think so.
I looked under there already.
Why are we saying it's not slow mode?
Because the Steph and Bethany are saying it's not on slow mode. And I can't read, honest to God, I can't read a doggone thing because it's just flying. Scott's going to use his Winsor and Newton watercolors today for the chat. Well, somebody said there is a minute-long slow mode. Well, okay, I'm going to have to just stop the chat on my end.
We didn't turn it off.
Okay. So, tell us what paper you're using.
I'm using Grabby's 100% cotton paper, which
Really?
I cut into half. And
So it's about a 5x7?
no, it was 5.5 by 8.5, so now it's 4 and a little bit by 5 and a bit.
Okay. All right. So, let's see. So,
Okay. Let me make sure that this is focused.
some people are saying it is on slow mode, or some people are saying
shouldn't-
it's not on
should
slow
not be on
mode.
slow mode.
Yeah, some people are saying it's not. Some people are saying it is. Very excited for this. A lot of our Indian friends. No, he's going to be using it from the tubes today, not the travel kit. He typically won't use his travel watercolors.
They're the same thing. It's
yeah.
just, if I do it, then I have to replenish it for my next travel. So I just keep it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's easier for me to work out of the pans.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go.
All right, so what pencil is this? Let's just talk about the supplies while we're going through it since we're starting from scratch.
This is, what is this? This is just one of those generic 4H pencils that you guys got me.
There you go. Generic
All
4H
right.
pencil.
Sorry, I'm looking for my other glasses. Here they are.
Because we're both blind. So there you go. Hello from Indonesia. Are you going to draw some characters from the new Indiana Jones movie?
Hadn't thought about it, but I guess I could.
Are you going to draw more Spiderverse characters after this?
I think this might be the last of them. I did 6 of them already, and other than, say, Spider Noir, I wasn't really asked to do any others. I still haven't seen it yet, so...
Okay. Drayden's World is working on a book cover for a friend, and they want to know if they should tag you in it when they're done.
Sure. Love to see it.
Let's see. We are having a good day. You might hear some noise in the background. We had a storm that blew through yesterday, and our neighbors across the way had a huge tree branch that just snapped and fell. So there are tree people outside, and you can hear the tree chipper. And so there's lots of noise going on outside today. Name my top 5 animals. Okay, so I like red pandas and sea otters and grizzly bears and dogs and bunny rabbits. There you go. We have not seen the movie yet. Are you drawing him with or without the mask? So I think this answers the question.
With the mask.
With the mask. Let's see. Would you ever try manga?
I'll never say never, but not really on my radar right now.
Okay. So we showed you what pencil Scott's using. And Blick is here and says good morning.
Hey, Blick.
Blick, be careful, don't blink. The chat is just going bananas today. So trying every day to improve my art. Any tips?
Draw everything every day. There's a there's a playlist for it.
Mm-hmm. Yep, there's a Draw Everything Every Day playlist. Let's see. You should go and see it soon, maybe as a break.
Yeah, I'll see it when it comes on to streaming. I'm not much for going to theaters.
So, is that normal paper or something else?
This is 100% cotton.
Grabby.
Cold press watercolor paper. Yeah, by Grabby.
So it has a little tooth to it.
Yeah,
got a little texture on the paper.
A little bit of texture.
Mm-hmm. You know, Scott likes his texture when he's using watercolors. Do you like chai tea?
Not me personally, no.
I like it. Let's see. Have you ever thought about doing drawings of your followers? Scott did that a long time ago when we first started on TikTok, but he is not doing that anymore.
Yeah, it's a lot. I mean, it's fun, but you feel like you're disappointing people when they don't get picked.
Yeah. What character was your favorite Spider-Man?
I thought Miles was great, but I grew up with the original Peter Parker, so.
Okay. I wonder if you can hear the tree chipper in the background, you guys. Watching from France. Yeah, we are fine from the storm. We just had some leaves and branches come off of our trees, but we're fine. But the neighbors, they have these huge, probably, what do you think, like 50 feet tall trees?
I don't know.
These they're pine trees and they're huge, And they had this branch that just snapped off and went straight across the street, which was kind of weirdo. So, but I mean, it looked like the trees were leaning anyway. So, how much of your streams are what you want to do, and how much are what the viewers want you to do? That's an interesting question.
I think 75% are what the viewers want, and 25% is what I want. So it's like Wednesday, we worked in my sketchbook because that's the like I wanted to do that. Speaking of which,
What?
let me
What?
zoom out,
Okay.
and then
Oh yeah.
so this is the. You guys see it? No, you guys can't.
What?
All right, let me move this out of the way. I will
Lift it up.
Yeah.
Shut off the recording.
I did.
Oh, okay.
This one. Okay, of course.
Yeah, we didn't lose power, but we had a bunch of tree limbs and stuff fall. So.
Can you guys see this okay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we can. Be careful with the water in the teacups. Yeah, we can see it all.
Hey, okay. So I mostly finished.
No, move it that way, towards me. Now we can see it all. 100%. Okay.
So I mostly finished her. The only thing that's been bothering me is these books because they're all the same. It's kind of like she got the collection, but my eye keeps going to them. And but other than that, I think I'm okay with it.
Good God. The chat is just crazy today.
Anyways, so that's that. I'll get back to Spider. Yeah.
No, you're good. You're totally good. Okay, that is a gorgeous painting. You're my daily inspiration. I draw with only pencils for 4 years, but I struggle with shading and lighting. Do you have any tips?
Draw from real life. And that will help.
Now push that one to the left. Unless you're going to move the camera.
No, I have to see.
Okay. Whoops. Well, now you've lost us completely. Because that one's in the way.
Of course it is.
Oh, gosh. Tracy says, she's finished. It is so gorgeous.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, wow, this person still doesn't have power. I'm sorry. Melody, draw a red panda.
You gotta move the power of the light now, huh? The sunlight?
The sunlight is now coming in.
Boy.
Dude, this should belong in an art museum. Oh, Ryan's here and says, good morning, art friends. My last teacher day as I pack up and hand in the keys and hopefully pick up keys for my new school.
Oh, congratulations.
Oh, you're moving schools again. Good for you. Onward and upward, right?
Okay, here we go.
Okay, you sure about that?
Not at all.
Okay.
Or as Wallace Shawn would say, not even remotely.
Are you feeling better today, Scott?
I'm feeling a little bit better, thank you.
This person, they say, I just want to make sure you're all right.
Oh, thank you.
That is very kind. That is very kind. British YouTuber wants tips for painting on canvases with acrylic paint. We are going to defer to Bethany Primrose. Because Bethany paints with oils on canvas and Scott doesn't paint on canvas at all. So, I've been with you 35 years. I've never seen you paint on a canvas ever.
It's because it's poopy.
Shh, don't tell Bethany that.
Well, Bethany knows I think it's poopy.
Canvas is not poopy. What'll you do if accidentally any of the art supplies get empty? He buys more. He waits till he gets very low on a paint and then he'll buy more. We typically don't run out of art supplies in this house.
Yeah.
We typically don't run out.
There's a video where I walk through all of the art supplies in the Hobbit hole. If you want to look that up.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just called Art Supplies in the Hobbit hole. And
do you ever get tired of your art style? Also, what pencils are you using? I love y'all and your art. I do art as well, and I need some pointers to get motivated.
thank you. Yeah, I get tired all the time of my art style. And I keep changing it up, and I keep changing mediums and everything. It is just the curse of being I don't know. I don't have ADHD, but I mean, it's just the curse of just being easily bored, I guess.
Okay. The weather has been miserable in parts of Scotland. Well, that's a bummer. Oh, Lula's here. Good morning, friends. Friday is finally here. I was running late this morning and didn't have time to grab a cup of tea. So I'm toasting my cup of tea in spirit.
Oh.
Well, I have 2 cups in front of me, so I will drink one for you. We will hope that I can infuse a little jolt to you through the YouTubes here. Okay, Scott started drawing when he was about 6 or 7. Started getting serious about it in high school and has kept on learning from there. So you learned how to do watercolor when you were how old? 40 something?
Yeah, I took it up in my 40s.
Yeah. Do you have a reference with you, or is this from memory?
No, God, no. I haven't even seen the movie.
We will show you the reference. There you go. Ta-da! Ooh, you got a hang
Yeah. Skin.
Okay, so right now, tell us the marker that you're using.
This is a zebra brush pen.
And where do you get them?
I get them from jetpens.com, though Blick has them too.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Sending love from Ireland. Okay, so this paper is paper. Blah, blah, blah. Let me try to talk again at some point today. This paper is grabby paper. So
It's the same type of paper as the Be Creative paper that I like, and
it's 100% cotton.
and the Arches paper.
Mm-hmm. So let's see.
But it is, I think, significantly cheaper. And they sent it to us, and I used it once and was like, oh, this is kind of nice.
Mm-hmm.
But I really need to kind of play around with it a little more.
Yes, we both had a little tiny bit to eat this morning before the live. Otherwise, we pass out. And apparently, because there's 600 of you here, we need to keep on our toes. Santa's here and says, happy day, everyone. It's going to be
Santa.
an amazing day.
All right, so just giving you guys a heads up. So I want you guys to look at the hair, the way the hair is stylized here. You see that?
Oh, yeah. I didn't even notice.
So it's just one color with some almost like colored pencil or chalk lines is how they do it. And I could have just easily just outlined it and then just done that. But I thought I would kind of do it a little bit more in my style. And so that's currently what I'm doing, is I'm just adding a little bit of my own kind of style to it. Because I'm doing it in watercolors.
Okay. So that answers the, do you have any tips on drawing hair? Do you have any plans in advance for your backgrounds, or do they happen after the primary image comes along?
Well, it depends on the piece. I mean, like the Gothic Vampire was I spent all of the time on the background and very little on the main character. So it depends on if it's something like that where the environment is more important than the character, or if it's something like this where I'm just kind of doodling. In which case, no, I'll maybe just pick a yellow or something like that for the background and just call it a day.
Okay. So, what are your favorite Spider-Man villains?
Dr. Octopus, for sure. Electro is kind of fun. No, I didn't say Alexa. I said Electro.
Do I draw the background first or last? Says Anna.
I always draw the thing that is hardest for me. So I'm really confident with my characters. So I will always draw the background first because I've been in a situation where I've drawn the characters and they came out beautifully. I'm like, oh, I really love it. And then I do the background and I hate it. And what are you going to do? So I'd rather do the thing that I know is going to be the hardest for me, and get that out of the way, because I know I'll do the character at least 90% of the time. I'll be okay with it.
Do you like the anime art style? Rain would like to know.
I did when I was younger.
Okay, so there are, for those of you that are asking for tips, go start in the Art Hacks playlist, and maybe one of the mods could put that link in. There's so much information there. There's videos on pencils and drawing noses and ears and faces and working with watercolors and markers, and so just do that. And Ryan says, how is Scott's bronchitis? I hope he feels better.
Thank you. I was having a hard time on Wednesday with the inhaler that they gave me. It was a steroid inhaler.
Yeah.
And so we called the doctor afterwards, and so they said to get off that, and so they put me on like a Mucinex and whatnot. And so yesterday was a little better, and today I feel a little better. So I think the inhaler was not helping.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's on a couple of other allergy meds, and so it's we've had some smoke coming down to us from the fires up in Canada, and so we think the air quality has been an issue as well. I know the air quality was an issue for me, so so he's doing better. I have been forcing him to sit on the couch and play Zelda.
It's been the worst.
I know. I'm horrible. You sit on that couch and play a video game and don't do anything else. I'm the worst wife ever. But he's doing better. How do you keep such a steady hand?
I rest it on the paper. Otherwise I'm like this. No.
Okay. For all of you that are asking for tips on watercolor and line weight and pencil drawings and all sorts of things, check out the Art Hacks playlist. That's going to be a great place to start. Oh, Blick answered the British YouTuber question about the thing. Thank you, Blick. We appreciate you so much. If you guys have any more questions.
Yeah, did you guys see the video where I drew the Into the Spiderverse characters with the Blick markers? Because I know a lot of you had some questions about like Bristol paper and the markers. Yep. I didn't know, Blick, that those markers were refillable. That's pretty cool.
Are they?
Yeah.
Hot dog. That's fantastic. Oh, much better for the environment that way. Me likey. Which brings me to another point. All right, so today's the last day of June, friends. Tomorrow is July 1st. It is Plastic-Free July. This is Donna's month of letting you know that plastic is killing our environment and we all need to do our part. So if you go get coffee out somewhere, bring your own travel mug, bring bags when you go to the grocery store. Try to eliminate as much plastic from your life as you possibly can, because plastic is bad. So there you go. There's my 2 cents. You will be hearing me mount my offensive for the entire month of July. We need a house tour. No, we don't.
There's a video on the Hobbit hole.
Yes, you can see the Hobbit hole. The rest of the house looks like Gondor, so you can
It does
enjoy
not. It looks like it looks like poo.
Stop it. It doesn't look that bad.
We've lived here for, is it 17 years now?
16. It was 16 in June. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
We lived here for 16 years now. We have not done anything.
Oh, you're so full of crap. We have done stuff.
Oh, God.
We have. Not as much as we should, but we have. Okay. So Gloomy Ghost is planning to get a glass pen with birthday money.
Oh, fun.
You will love a glass dip pen. That is one of my favorite things to write with. Glass dip pens are wonderful. Do you ever need to grab an extra color sometimes, or do you just always use the same 12 colors?
I always use the same 12 colors, but every once in a while I will go and grab a very vibrant dye or ink or concentrated watercolor or something like that.
Did Scott ever accidentally buy art supplies? Oh, no.
Oops, I fell into this art supply.
Yeah. No, he does not. I really wanted to do an art collab with you. I'm a young 11-year-old artist. How can I show you my paintings? We have a Discord.
Yeah, we have a Discord, or you can tag us in any place that you post it.
If you don't tag us, we won't see it.
Yeah.
So be sure to tag us. Have you ever drawn book characters?
Yeah, I mean, like Harry Potter and whatnot, but I almost always reference the characters from the movies.
Is it okay if I draw you guys as your favorite animal? Yes, you can. Did you like the drawing that Sam Does Art did for you?
Oh, absolutely.
You did like buffed Scott more, though.
Yeah.
That was your favorite.
It was more real.
Are you a full-time artist?
I guess so.
Are you, what is your opinion on American cheese? All cheese is good cheese.
I'm not a fan of cheese.
I love cheese. Okay, numerous people want to know what pen you're using. Scott is using a zebra brush pen. We get them from jetpens.com. They ship worldwide, I do believe. Have you ever done anything else except art?
Yeah, I was a game designer. I was an animator. I wrote and directed films.
Video games?
Yeah.
I'm leaving for Massachusetts this weekend. This is Evie Has Cats. And plan to draw the things around me. Do you have any tips for staying focused? I tend to lose focus and get distracted. Yeah,
there's a video on that. I take a photo before I start because sometimes I just don't have the time, or I get, distracted, or the subject moves. So do that. Headphones are definitely a must. And practice. Go out and practice out in the wild so you can see what you like and what you don't like. So you know if you have all the right materials and whatnot.
Okay. Do you prefer to draw girls or boys? Hair. He prefers to draw
like hair. But
long hair.
Girls are tougher than boys. And so
it's because we have beautiful, flawless skin.
Yes.
And you're afraid you won't be able to do us justice.
I never can.
Well, there you go. See what I did there, people? Yeah. Okay, the answer to anything is yes, you may go ahead and draw us. That's fine. Please tag us in the drawings that you do. We would love to see them. Scott layers to get his shades of skin tones.
Yeah, so I dry in between each layer.
Which is why you'll hear the blow dryer. So, and which is funny because yesterday, small story, we're going to go, small story. So I'm out yesterday doing something, I can't remember what, and I called Scott and he was painting and he said, hold on, I have to use the blow dryer. And it sounds different than the other blow dryer did. It actually is a higher pitch. So when he does finally get the blow dryer out, we're going to make sure we say blow dryer because...
Actually, no, Donna's going to mute.
Oh, I am going to mute you. How am I going to do that?
By hitting the mute button.
Where's the mute button, dear?
Gosh, I got to do everything around here.
You do. Absolutely. 100%. One moment, please. You see a mute button on there anywhere? I don't see a mute button on there anywhere.
It would be that.
But is that your audio or my audio?
Logitech Brio. Audio microphone is you.
Oh, okay, good. So leave it there. And that way when you go to do the doodah thing, then I'll be able to do the doodah thing. It's all good. Okay. Any tips for drawing animals?
There is a video on that, and basically there is a book that I recommend called How to Draw Animals.
Yep. Also, you can check out 30 Days of National Animals. Scott did 30 Days of Drawing National Animals. Maybe next time you can draw yourself as Spider-Man.
Oh, no.
Have you ever drawn your own made-up characters?
Yeah, I have, many times.
Chocolate is Scott's favorite cake flavor. What part of the world are we in? We are in the United States in the Central Time Zone. How easy was it to publish your book? I was thinking of making my own manga graphic novel. You know, books are really easy to publish nowadays. You can self-publish on Amazon and do it that way. And then you don't have to pay for printing or having a stack of books in your garage and mailing them out. When we started publishing, we printed them overseas and we had to do all the logistics of getting them here. And so, but nowadays you can self-publish that way. You could even do an ebook and sell it that way. And that would be a great way to start out. Not Santa says, not a fan of cheese is almost a comment for the naughty list.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
All right, let me stop this.
You can join the Discord. Will be a link posted in the comments. But the Discord's not going to be open until later because the wonderful mods who are here are also our mods on the... What's the matter? Okay.
So can you...
Yes, I can. Okay. Scott's going to take a break for a couple minutes. You're fine. Go ahead. You're fine. So Scott's going to take a break and you are going to be stuck with me. And I don't... Okay. So we're going to skew and do something a little bit different. If you guys would be kind enough to let me go upstairs and grab some supplies, we can just kind of go, make a different thing out of this really quick. Okay. So give me a second and let me run upstairs. And how much time should be given each day to be a pro? I can tell you, Scott just paints every day. It doesn't matter. He just paints every single day. So give me a second and let me go grab some things from upstairs, and then I will be right back. Would you tell another story? I can tell another story. Give me a second and I will be right back. Okay? Hold on one sec. Let me run up and grab some supplies and I will be right back. Comments at this point. So hang on a second here. I'm going to move this and the palette out of the way. And then I will throw down some stuff here. I will show you something new that I've been working on. And hold on. Okay, so I'm going to ask, hold on. I can get this out of the way. I don't need that in the way. That's in the way. I don't know how to move any of this stuff. Let me see. Can you still see, or is the stuff in the way, or whatever? Okay. So, all right. Sorry about this last minute change of pace, but, yeah. Okay. So let me bring some tea over here. I don't paint. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to ask Bethany to text me questions, and I will answer questions to the best of my ability, while I'm showing you the latest thing that I've been working on. So Bethany, if you wouldn't mind, you can text me if they have some questions that I can answer. You can text me and we can answer some questions that way. If anybody's got questions. And I'm sorry, Scott kind of took off. So let me show you what I've been up to lately. This is kind of a new, can you guys see this okay? Am I in the middle of yeah, there we go. Okay. So I don't know how he does this with all of these books in the way, like all these cameras in the way. There's a lot of cameras in the way. So what I started with was, I started an art journal, and because I just did. So I don't know if can you see this? Okay. All right. So let me pan out. Hold on a second. Now I'm doing this all by myself. So I don't know what I'm doing here, people. So bear with me. Let me go. Hey there, that's better. Now you can see it. Okay. So, all right. So, yeah, sorry guys. I don't know what we're doing here. We're going to try to move this out of the way. I don't know how to do that, but I think is that a little better? I get the camera out of the way. Okay. So here we go. Okay. So, what's my favorite book and why? Okay, so I love Pride and Prejudice. That is my favorite book from Jane Austen. I just like the period. I like the I like the writing. I mean, she's a phenomenal writer, and it's a commentary. It's a social commentary, and so I just really enjoy it. All right, so. I have this journal. This is an Archer and Olive journal, and it's like a vegan leather cover, and it is a craft paper on the inside. And I just started doing some like collage kind of stuff in here. And I started layering some things with stickers and tapes and different things. And this one kind of made me happy. They have some really interesting, and some of these are stickers that I got from Grabby and things like that. And so, I don't know, I'm not super artistic like Scott is, but I enjoy putting these things together, and it's actually a lot of fun. So this was my most recent one. This kind of reminds me of travel and being out and doing fun things, which we haven't done in a while. So, yeah, but we want to. Okay, so I get my journals here. This is a good one. I'll show you. This is, it's Archer and Olive. That is where I get my journals from. They have a subscription kit that I get sometimes as well. And they have journals, and let me show you some of the things I've gotten from them. I got these really cool scissors from them. They had a summer box, and small progress is still progress. It's like a little keychain thing. They have these great calligraph markers. These are, there's a wide tip. This is a really current one that I've gotten from them, and this is a narrower tip on the markers. These are great. These are actually archival markers, and these are a lot of fun to play with. And then I also use, and I'll show you some other things that I use. I also use the micron pens. I do not use Scott's microns. I use the 05 in the microns. These are archival. You'll see it. They say archival ink on them. And if you want to keep things nice, I would use archival quality on your markers. I also I kind of went a little crazy, and I bought some of the Stabilo markers in different colors. And this is a different kind of tip. This is a wider tip, but this you can use on I like to do the mandala coloring pages, but I like to do them with the wider tip. So that is what I like to do on that one. So hang on a second here. What happened to my finger? Okay, funny story. So we went to the zoo last week, and we got to meet. We got to meet. This is Darwin. Darwin is a Galapagos tortoise, and so the short version of the long story is they give you these really long lettuce leaves to feed the tortoises, and there was a tiny small piece like this that she had dropped on the ground, and I kept thinking, oh my gosh, she should be able to eat all of the lettuce, and she bit my finger instead of lettuce. See, I got a little bite there, and everything healed except this one part of my finger, so I had to get some antibiotic cream. So anyway, it's kind of funny. So that's my story. So these are some other stickers that I got. These are from Gingy Bear. You can see that. These are really cute, and I am going to use those in some things. These are some washi tapes that I cut up into little pieces, little fun things. And then I have some papers. These are also grabby, these papers. These actually were airmail stickers, but some of these papers are all grabby type of stuff. And there's more stickers and things in here too. So these are pretty cool. I do not use Scott's Art Supplies. These are all my own things here that I have collected. These are some postcards that came in from Archer and Olive that I got in their most recent box. These are some stickers that come in from them. I also have, oh my God, I have this giant, okay, so I don't even know if you'll be able to see this, but I have this giant bag. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you can see it. Okay, this is full of stickers. Literally full of stickers. I guess I categorize my sticker. I'll show you. I'm going to use some of these for my Jane Austen July. I have some tea stickers. These are really cute. British Hierarchy of Needs, cup of tea and a biscuit, cup of tea, a biscuit, and a nice sit down. Those are some of my favorites. And then I have some really, really cute stickers I'm going to be using for Jane Austen July. These are some really cute ones. These I got from Bethany Primrose. She gave me these little houses. Elizabeth and Mr. Darcy, Jane Austen. Book stacks are one of my favorite things. Obstinate Headstrong Girl. This is a line from the book. Pemberley is one of the houses in Pride and Prejudice. This is really cute. Society of Obstinate Headstrong Girls. Seriously displeasing people since 1813. It's pretty funny. These I've gotten in various different places. These were from Etsy. Some of these book stacks were from Etsy. Etsy makes some great, has people that make some great stickers. This is one of my favorite all-time stickers. This one is also from Etsy. And you can find a lot of really cool stuff there. These are from the Clever Clove. They make some really, really cute stickers. And so you can do that. So yeah, I keep a whole bunch of stuff just in little envelopes, and there's a whole bunch of it here. But let's do a little collage this morning. That was my plan, was to do a little collage since Scott is unavailable. So this is another reason why I really like these journals, is the paper is really thick. This is just a blank craft paper, and the whole journal is like this. But the journals also have a pocket in the back. They all have a little band that you can close it with, and they all come with 2 bookmarks, and they're cute. They have a little ampersand as their mascot type of thing. So so you can mark your pages when you want to do that. So let's see what we can do here. Maybe make something interesting this morning. But anyway, I actually was thinking, I need more tape. I was thinking at some point of using this and opening this up and putting something inside of here. Thoughts on that one, if you guys have any thoughts. Yeah, I don't use any of Scott's Art Supplies. I have collected so many of my own over the years that it's kind of crazy. But I wish I could show you like all of the things that he has around the Hobbit hole, but we're using this camera, so it's kind of hard to move. But within view of me, there are markers, there's pencils, there's another kind of marker. I don't even know what these are. Hold on, let me see if I can. Yeah, what are these? Let's see. These are Winsor and Newton watercolor markers. Yeah, that's pretty neato. Ooh, that's a nice brush tip there. And this is a chisel tip. No, this is an even finer tip. Yeah, I didn't even know he had watercolor markers. Who knew? So those are there, and he's got I can't even tell you how many art supplies he has. So many art supplies. So let's see what we can do. I was getting a little more into the artsy fartsy creative kind of stuff, and I don't know where did I put my. This is all so last minute to me that I just don't have. I was not super prepared for this today. So we're gonna just figure it out as we go. How's that strike you? I don't have anything with me, but we'll figure it out as we go. It will be okay. These are kind of neato. These are like tickets. These are so hard to, I don't know. Okay, so one of the things that people say that you can use are like tweezers to pull things apart when you're doing stuff. I have a harder time pulling them apart with tweezers than I do with actually just sort of using my fingernail and pulling them apart this way. I don't know why tweezers are easier. You see them a lot of times on the, when you see people doing their journaling things and whatnot, I can't do it. So anyway, so again, I apologize that Scott had to go, but yeah, and we'll figure out how to peel this, and then we'll do a little bit of a thingy here. So, here we go. I think we finally peeled the edge. All right, so I like to sometimes tear them and sometimes cut them. So I think what we'll do is we will paste this down using this. Like I said, totally not prepared for today. Do you ever use glassine paper envelopes? I do. I have those. I haven't bought any, but I have gotten some of them from a couple of the people that I have bought things from. Like, okay, so this is the Clever Clove. So yeah, this is a glassine paper envelope, and I have used these in the past, and I usually paste them down and then kind of stick something out of them this way, so that they kind of have a little bit of a look to them. I actually prefer the craft paper. I don't know what it is about it that makes me happy, but I do prefer the craft paper. I've used craft paper in my little craft paper envelopes in my travel journal, and it's fun. It's a fun way to put like these are just airmail stickers, but it's a fun way to put things in. Like you can tuck things in and make them look cute and nice when you're traveling. Stamps are a fun thing to put on craft paper envelopes too. These are from New Zealand. So I prefer craft. I don't know why that is, but I do prefer the craft stuff instead. So, but glassine, yeah, occasionally I have used those. So, and I'm going to ask Blick, and maybe Blick can answer this for everybody. Do you guys have supplies that you would recommend for people who are doing more of a crafting type of thing as opposed to a painting type of a situation? That would be kind of fun if you had crafting supplies. Any tips for starting journaling or scrapbooking? You know what? I did last time when I was here with you guys, I just said you can start with anything. You can start with, you don't have to buy like a super fancy notebook. You can start with anything you want. The Archer and Olive notebooks, the small ones start at like $25. I just happened to find these about 3-4 years ago, and I really like them. They're not cheap. Like a notebook like this size would be around $30. But you can find any kind of notebooks or paper. I even, I think the Canson XL that Scott uses that you can get, hold on, let me go grab one of those. That you can get for, like, yes, going through all the drawers. Ooh, there's the hard newspaper. Okay, these are all Be Creative. Here it is. All right, so there is, if you go and look online, you see this? Okay, so this is the Canson paper. You don't have to buy Canson watercolor paper. You can buy Canson mixed media paper. And the mixed media stuff would be great for scrapbooking. And you can get something. Oh, look, he drew in this one. How cute is that? You can get something for like $5. And look, they're perforated. He's cut something out of there. They're you know, and you can use whatever markers you want in something like this. You can use, but I mean, you don't have to pay a lot of money to have good supplies. When I started out, I was using in a travel journal, I was using Scotch tape, and I was pasting things in with Scotch tape. I didn't have any of the fancy tapes or anything like that. And I would just get like brochures from wherever I was, and I would tape them into a book. And it was something very similar to this. And then I would just write, and 9 times out of 10, it was a ballpoint pen. And I would just write in with a ballpoint pen and whatever. So it was pretty, very, very, very easy, very, very, very basic. And I didn't, I didn't start with anything super special, but something like that is super easy. Hey, Scott's back. We started doing the craft paper stuff. Have you ever taken a calligraphy class? Do you write using it? Okay, so I have tried calligraphy. I haven't taken a class, but I do have a calligraphy pad, actually, that was what's that paper? What's it called? Oh my gosh. It starts with a B. The marker paper that you liked. Bee and Fang. Yes. Bee and Fang has calligraphy paper, and it's phenomenal, and it works great with your fountain pens. And I prefer to not write with anything but a fountain pen anymore, because that's just my favorite, even for taking notes. Like when I take notes now, when we are on the lives, I take notes and I use the fountain pen. So all right, Scott is back. He is going to go get back at it. And if you guys have any more questions for me, you can put those in the chat and I will answer them. Sorry, I had to go get stuff, and I will just move stuff. Look, I improvised, okay?
No,
you said improvise, and I improvised,
No one's complaining.
All right, I am out of your way. There's a pair of glasses somewhere on there.
Yours?
No, yours.
Oh, mine over here.
Yes, I folded them up and put them somewhere else for you.
Okay.
So.
Get the camera back to record.
Yeah, sorry about that. I had to get it out. I don't know how you do that with all of that.
That's not easy.
When the journal is full, will it still close with all the stuff pasted in? It will. It does close. That's the band that's on the side of it is great for that. I'm going to put it back in and make it.
I already zoomed it in.
Oh, you already zoomed it in. Okay, there we go. Yeah. So, okay. Yeah, but that's the good part about having the band is that you can do that.
Sorry, y'all. I am on a whole bunch of different medicines, and it made my stomach upset. So.
Oh, One Up Girl says that was very fun. Thank you, Donna, and welcome back, Scott. Does anyone know when the giveaway is going to be announced? I'm just curious.
That'll be up to Bethany and Donna.
I think we're doing that Monday.
Monday?
Are we announcing Monday? I can't remember what we said, Bethany, for the Spider-Man giveaway. I can't remember what we said.
I know today is the last day to enter the drawing.
Yeah. Okay, so you're asking for tips on things to use for traveling. There is a video that Scott goes over his travel bag and all the things that he has in his travel bag. So you should check that out, and that will give you an idea of what Scott puts in there. So, but the real test is going to be, what you like to draw with, what you like to use. And, you can start with what he has, and you can kind of go, oh, I don't like to draw with that. I like to draw with this, and then go from there. Yeah, Scott has bronchitis, and so he's on some medication. So we can announce them tomorrow if you want. I'll have them pulled late tonight. Oh, thank you, Missing Raptor. That's very sweet of you. How do you enter the drawing? There is a link that is in the chat. Maybe
or you can just go to the website.
Yeah.
savaart.com, and you'll see a Spider-Man giveaway or Spiderverse giveaway.
Correct. Yes. Blick says, Donna and Scott, 2025 summer reading at the library's theme is art. You guys should start booking virtual author artist speaking engagements. Kids and teens would love you.
Oh, gosh.
That's pretty cool, though. I didn't know that it was...
Yeah, but that would be going out into public, Blick. Think about who you're talking to.
Oh, yes, we know who Jim Lee is. Yeah, thank you, mods, for keeping everybody safe. Check the Penguin. Check the Art Hacks playlist. There are so many tips on drawing different things. Okay. Let me go back a little bit and see. How do you pick your colors to use in your painting? For example, in skin tones. How do you pick what base color to use and color to use for the shadows? By the way, I use colored pencils mostly. Love your content.
Okay. Well, there's a video on what I do for watercolors for skin tones. You can watch the lives and some of the videos. There's a whole playlist for colored pencils.
Mm-hmm. How do you avoid your watercolors getting mushy and muddy?
Go from lightest colors to darkest colors. That's the best way. And also the paper makes a big difference. There's a video from last week about how the paper makes a difference.
Let's see. Do you find shorter hair or longer hair to be more challenging to draw?
Shorter hair is more challenging to draw than longer hair for me because it's, especially like the little things like stubble and whatnot are just not as easy.
The Nightmare says, sent you a tip.
Oh, thank you.
And says, thanks for making Pavitr Prabhakar. Lots of love from India. I love your drawing style.
Oh, thank you. Well,
that was a very generous tip.
He was widely requested, and we know that we have a lot of friends out in India, and so I figured we'll do this. And I will give this painting away, too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know. Bethany, should we just add this one to the existing one and continue it throughout the weekend? Or should we do a new drawing for this next week?
No, I think because next week we were going to do the journaling stuff. We were going to do the journaling packages next week.
Okay, so what?
So let's add it to the thing now and through the weekend. Let it go through the weekend.
Okay.
I think we'll do it that way. That would be good. Let's see. All right. You guys are funny.
All right.
Nixie says, I saw him. You did see a Murloc in that sketchbook. I broke out the, people were asking about books for journaling. And so I went and got your Canson XL book, because I know you can get those for around like $5 at like Michael's and stuff.
Oh.
And so, yeah, there was a Murloc in it. Oh, gosh. And we have an Emma here. There's a... Okay. Excuse me. This person is at the airport enjoying the art.
I hope you have a safe trip.
Scott's been drawing since he was about 6 or 7. Who's your favorite Spider-Man in Across the Spiderverse?
I haven't seen Across the Spiderverse yet.
What's your favorite art supply?
Probably the Be Creative watercolor paper.
Let's see. Oh, I actually bought the travel watercolor brushes and I love them.
Oh, that's great.
I love your channel and you've inspired me to start developing my art skills. However, after trying tons of helpful tips, I can't discover my style. Any ideas?
There's a video called My Art is a Mosaic. Take a look at that.
Does your ink fade a little when you erase with the kneaded eraser?
No, not really.
That's happening too. Salute.
It could be the paper.
Yeah, maybe it's the paper. What's your favorite cartoon?
Gosh. Speed Racer.
What's your least favorite art supply?
What is it called? Oil pastels?
Mm-hmm. Let's see. You should watch Across the Spiderverse. It's so good.
Yeah, I definitely want to see it. I just need to wait for it to come to streaming.
Do you ever get sad when you finish an art project?
No.
If anything, he's relieved.
I'm relieved.
He's like, oh, thank goodness it's finally done. So, if you could travel anywhere, where would you go?
To the future.
To the future?
Yeah.
Scott is using Winsor & Newton paints. Let's see. This is so pigmented. You're funny. Okay. Do you live near a clock tower? That was a grandfather clock that Scott inherited from his dad. So that is down in the Hobbit hole and adds a little bit to the ambiance of the Hobbit hole. I had a hard time knowing when I should be done with a piece of work. I keep wanting to work at it and get it as good as I can. Any suggestions?
What was the first part of the question?
I have a hard time knowing when I should be done with a piece of work.
Oh. Usually you just have to decide that it's done. I mean, I think they say, a work of art is never finished. It's just abandoned. And you kind of have to do that. Sometimes a time limit is enough. Give yourself a time limit.
Mm-hmm.
But other times you just have to learn to let go. For me, it's I'll say this. It's the desire to start a new piece.
Bethany knows a little something about that.
Well, she doesn't finish a piece. She just starts a new piece. For me, I got to finish a piece to start the next piece. I don't like having unfinished work.
Well, in her defense, oils are very temperamental and they don't like to dry. So
yeah.
Okay, so Scott has done so many videos that border on tutorials, Arthur. So check out the Art Hacks playlist, and that should give you a lot of good information. Let's see. Let's see. Will you be drawing anything Owl House related?
I get a lot of requests for that. Nothing is in the future. I mean, nothing on the horizon, but never say never. Mm-hmm. All right, honey, mute. Blow dryer.
Okay, hold on. Mute. Okay, guys, so I'm pretty sure you probably... And let us know if you can hear him or not hear him.
Okay. How was that, everybody? Was that better?
Yeah, was that better? Is that better for the what is your most time wasting project?
My wife.
Ouch. You know what? You better be careful
I spent
what you say.
30 years on this one.
For somebody who picked it up when your slack fell to the ground, you better be nice to me. All right. Will you be giving this piece away? Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so were you guys not able to hear the blow dryer? It was very silent. We could hear it, but it was not loud. Good,
Oh, that's
because he's
good.
across the way from me, so that's good.
I was
okay.
across the Spiderverse from you.
You're going to be across somewhere when I smack you. Tips on perspective and locations.
There's a video on that.
Yep. Check the Art Hacks playlist. Does 7 different people win the giveaway? Yes. You have to pick one piece that's your favorite and put that in. Bethany says, hey, now my pieces take like 3 years to finish. If I waited to finish before I started a new one, I would paint like 12 total paintings in my entire life. I can't believe I'm your time-wasting project. I'm going to smack you. How do you finish a drawing without getting bored of it and starting a new drawing?
I give myself a time limit.
Mm-hmm. Spidey is already on the giveaway. It can be entered for now. There you go, guys.
Wow.
Bethany's just that good.
Thanks, Bethany.
The longest Scott spent on an art piece was about 16 weeks, and that was the Animal Crackers movie poster that he did. Scott has drawn so many Harry Potter characters over the years.
Yeah, there's a couple videos.
We have never been to Australia. We have never been to Turkey. It is easier to tell you the places I have been than the places that I haven't been, and we want to go everywhere. So that should answer all of the travel questions. Check the Art Hacks playlist, Edda, for how to get better. But Scott will always say, draw everything every day. You do not need money to join the giveaway. The giveaway is free.
Yes, we are paying for shipping. We're paying for everything.
Yep. Scott started drawing when he was 6 or 7. Scott does not ever paint with oil paints. I was looking to buy used early reader books for my grandson at the library. First book I touched was a journal with several pages cut out, and I thought Donna will be thrilled. Good for you. What art supplies take the longest to use or dry?
Oils.
Yeah.
Blow dryer. Honey.
Oh, God. Sorry. I'm supposed to scroll back over here and hit the audio. Yep. Go ahead. I will get used to doing this. Sorry. It is just a little bit different. Okay. So there is a book that Scott recommends in the resources list on how to draw anatomy, muscle anatomy. So you can go and check that out. Let's see. Yeah, Scott has drawn so many different Harry Potters over the years. Let's see. Your art is so good. What's your favorite movie right now?
Well, my favorite movie ever is Princess Bride.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. You should not ever apologize for being here late. You're never late.
Oh yeah,
Don't worry about it.
I missed most of this video too.
He did indeed. What's your favorite trait on a person to draw?
Hair.
I hope you get better soon. It's so sweet. Do you have any tips to get better?
Draw everything every day. There's a playlist on that.
Mm-hmm. Yup. And maybe the mods could put in the link to the giveaway again. Which of the markers were your favorite markers?
Well, I will say since Blick is here, it was the Blick ones.
What do you do when you have art block?
There's a video on that, but I get inspiration from other artists.
Mm-hmm. So we go to museums, we go to the botanical garden.
Blow dryer.
Hold on. And go. All right.
So you guys could see what I'm doing is I don't do any of the shadowing here. I am doing just the basic colors. So I'm getting all of the basic colors and then I'll come in on top of that with shadows.
What tape are you using to hold down the paper?
Oh, this is artist tape by Plaza Art.
Mm-hmm.
Or local art supply store.
It's $12 a roll. It's very expensive. But Scott did a video on different kinds of tape. So you can check that out if you'd like to know what kind of tape works. It is 10:11 a.m. where we are right now. We're in the Central Time Zone. Do you always paint wet or dry?
I paint wet on dry. So my paper is always dry.
Let's see. What do I do to color white things?
If you're doing watercolor, you leave that part white. Otherwise, you're going to need something that is white and opaque. I like white gouache.
Blick says, LOL, thanks, Scott. You won't hurt our feelings.
Well, I think I'm always very honest, and I always say that to me, all markers are the same. I haven't met an alcohol marker that I didn't like. So long as it's got a brush tip, I like the brush tips. That said, if all things being equal, I'll always go for the cheaper ones. And so for me, it then goes down to price.
Do all the alcohol markers fade with time?
Yeah, all alcohol markers are going to fade with time.
Okay.
And so that's why I don't like the Copics as much, as because they're the most expensive. But I didn't know that the Blick markers, you can replace them, refill them, which is kind of cool.
Nice. Oh, One Up Girl says, I forgot to tell you, the sauce I made on Wednesday turned out awesome. Yay! Love to hear that. Do you have a favorite?
So it was awesome sauce?
It was awesome sauce. Yes, I am Scott's wife, and I don't know if I'm awesome, but thanks, Bethany. I appreciate it. I will take that. Scott, your drawings are tickety-boo, and Donna, you're amazing. Thank you. You guys are so funny.
All right, I got another blow dryer.
Okay, I've got to mute you on the audio. Go for it. Okay, so the giveaway has been extended to Sunday night at midnight, and we will announce them on Monday, the winners on Monday.
And I will say this, if you've already entered and now you want this one, go ahead and enter again.
Okay.
So you won't be able to win twice, it's fine.
But how are we going to do that? I don't know how we're going to do that. I'll talk to Bethany about it. We'll figure it out. In one of your videos, you got diagnosed with some sort of autism. How does it affect your life?
It's helped me understand a lot of stuff over the last 54 years that have been going on that I thought I was just lazy or just not trying hard enough to...
Oh, hold on. You're still muted. I am so sorry. I apologize. Sorry about that. Thank you, Steph.
And in conclusion...
Sorry.
It's hold on a second. There's an ant here.
An ant?
Yes, an ant, honey. Not an uncle. An ant.
I know, but how are they in the art room?
I don't know how it got all the way up on top of the desk, too.
Exactly. The art table?
All right, blow dryer.
Oh, wait. You wanted me to unmute you. Now you want me to mute you again. Oh, he's making more work for me. Okay. There is a video on where Scott finds his photo reference, and you can find it there. That will give you all the information on where he finds photo reference. Okay, let me give you audio and then talk about...
Okay, so regarding the autism thing, it's
Correct.
helped me understand why I haven't been able to handle loud functions and crowds and things like that. It's helped me understand that it's not because I'm just not trying hard enough. I thought everybody was just dealing with the noises and the smells and the sounds and the feels and everything differently, and they're not. They're not as sensitive to that stuff as I am.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that is very true. What keeps you motivated to continue drawing and painting?
The beauty in the world. There's a lot of beauty. There's a lot of good in the world, and I like to try to capture that.
You do indeed, my friend. You do indeed. Let's see. Yes, the mods are on it. Let me tell you. I won't know what I would do without them. It's crazy. Let's see. Oh, okay. Yeah. Can you guys link Draw Everything Every Day in the playlist? Can you put a link in that to, in the chat for me? That would be great. Let's see. Okay, so we're going to post on our community channels. Scott will post and I will post, and we'll post on all the social medias who has won, just like we did previously for the art supply giveaway. We're going to post on the community channel the winners of the Spidey art, and then we will mail them out. What's the best way to get into the animation industry?
Make animation. You want to be able to show what you can do.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing as any industry. If you want to be a musician, make music.
Any tips on how to choose good brushes and where to get them?
Try them. I keep trying different brushes. I will say this. The Blix, the Utrecht brushes that they sent me are the first ones that I've actually wanted to try to save because they're starting to lose their shape. And so I bought this Mona Lisa brush shaper, and I'm going to try it at some point.
Yep. How do you like doing landscapes?
I like them when I'm out and about. I like to do them, like I said, for me, it's capturing the beauty of something. It's capturing places I've been, moments, things like that. So really, I'm looking for a reason to do it. That's why because you don't see me just drawing landscapes for fun. It's always when I'm out and about and I'm someplace, because then I'm kind of retaining a memory.
Oh, Blick is so sweet. People are asking why Blick is here, and Blick says, we try to always participate. We like channels that are inclusive and positive with great advice for artists based on real experience. We don't know of any better channel.
Oh, thank you, friends.
You're so sweet. Don't unmute Scott. This is the Donna show now. Ellen goes, mwahaha. You're so funny. I love you.
Darn you, Ellen!
Oh my God, you're so funny. You're cracking me up. Scott is killing me, but I'll override new entries. So if you enter for this one, it will be your new entry. There you go. So Bethany's on top of it. So, yeah. If you guys would rather have this painting, go ahead and enter again, and we will handle it. Blake says, for everyone in the chat, we're here because this channel is a positive, inclusive space for artists of all kinds. We're here because we believe making art makes life better.
And it does.
It does. And you could not have said that better, because art does make the world a better place.
Blogger.
Hold on. Okay, there we go. Aww. Okay. Do I get an email if I win the giveaway? No. You get You have to check the community channel or one of our social medias, and it will just arrive in the mail. So you have to put your address in. We do not keep any of your information. When we are done with the giveaways, we delete all of the information. I don't want it. I don't want the pressure of it, and I don't want the stress of it. So it will go away. We will just delete all the files. But we will announce them on the community channels.
Blow dryer.
And that's where you can see it. Or a piece of art will just wind up in the mail to you, and you will get it in your mailbox and be surprised. So a lot of people often talk about the downsides of autism. What are some of your favorite parts about it? I've got one.
What?
He can smell things molding 1,000 miles
That's not
away.
really fun.
Oh, it's great for me. Hey, honey, smell this. Is it going bad? I can't tell if something's going bad, but boy, can he tell. Let me tell you. That's a perk for me.
Yeah, so fun being able to smell stale milk.
100 miles away, you can smell something stale, honey.
Yeah, no, I don't know, and I'm not in any way upset with the diagnosis, but I
you haven't really thought about it from that perspective.
Yeah, I really don't know of anything like that makes me feel like it's a superpower or anything like that.
Your nose is definitely a superpower. Okay. Do you ever get impatient while waiting for paint to dry? I would use a blow dryer, but it's loud. Also, do you stand while you're painting?
Yes, I do get impatient.
That's why he uses the blow dryer.
And that's why I use the blow dryer. Yeah. And yes, I am standing.
Okay, guys. So for the record, the link for the giveaway has been put into the chat numerous times. If you want this Spider-Man instead of something that you already entered for, go ahead and enter again. We will figure it out. It will be fine. But the giveaway will end Sunday night at midnight Central Time. That is where we are located. So that is when it will end. We will post a link Monday on our social media channels and on our community pages announcing who the winners are. You're not going to get an email. It's just going to go out in the mail.
Blow dryer.
Go ahead. Okay, so the reason we ask for a phone number... The reason we ask for a phone number on the shipping is in the event that your address has problems or the post office can't deliver it, they will call you.
Yeah, we're not going to call you.
And they will say, you need to come and pick this up from the post office or you need to do something else. So that's
for the shipper. It's for the shipping, not for us.
It's not for us. I am not going to be calling everyone and telling you, hey, guess what? You won the thing. And again, the link for the giveaway is in the chat. You can check there. Let's see. Okay, we're going to go this way. Santa says, the world needs more art. I will never understand why young people are losing more and more art in school. I wonder if a football coach has ever had to justify their program like a music teacher. Yeah. They do not. They do not. That is for sure. They do not have to do that. And it is actually, there are studies that have shown that art does something in your brain that helps you learn other things. So when you make an art piece, it gives your brain sort of like a break and you're able to process and learn information better than somebody who isn't doing art. It just works both sides of your brain. And it's
if
good
that was
for
the
kids.
case, I'd be a genius, honey.
You're not a genius.
Exactly.
Anyway, it's all good. It is all good. Oh, I just have to say great artworks that you're doing. Hello from Finland.
Oh, thank you.
I'm drawing a comic. You got any tips on it?
Write it out first. Mm-hmm. My first comic, I just drew it and then added the words in later. Write it out. Get to know your characters, the plot, everything.
Yeah, our mods rock. They are doing such a phenomenal job today. There are so many of you here today, and they are just doing an amazing job. The pen that Scott's using right now is a Uniball Signo pen. They're touch and go, honestly. I use them as well for my journaling, and some days they work really, really well, and some days the little roller ball inside sticks. So there you go. He is using reference for this painting. Do I have to put my address in for the giveaway? Yes.
That's the only way we can get it to you.
We can't mail it to you unless you put your address in. And
if you don't want it, don't sign up, please. Exactly.
We don't need a bunch of people to sign up that don't really want the painting. If you want the painting, then go ahead. Nixie says only if you want it mailed to you. Yeah, you have to understand, we don't have the time to contact every person individually and email you and say, please give me your address. And we've done that in
the past. And what happens is that we wind up waiting for a response. Correct. And then we have to move on. Yes. And then the person will finally get back to us a week later.
Or 2 weeks or a month.
And we're like, sorry, we had to move on. And we just don't want to disappoint people.
Yes. So you have to put your address in. We don't use it for anything except shipping the giveaway to you. When we are done, we delete all of the addresses. We don't keep any information. Ooh. I'm not going to send you emails or anything.
The tape leaked.
Uh-oh. That's not good. And that's the expensive tape, too. Okay, Ruchi says, hi, I watched your Venice painting shorts. I'm going to Italy on the 5th. Do you think the folding chair is necessary for painting outside, or are there enough benches, etc.? Trying to pack as light as I can.
I didn't see any benches.
We didn't. Occasionally you would see a bench, but you can sit on steps.
Yeah, you can sit on steps. You can sit on the ground. But it's not a mandatory. I really never take the
We don't take the chair.
The chair anywhere. I don't take the pochade box either. But it was necessary for teaching a class.
Yes. And everybody in the class, they all pulled their chairs out and sat together. Yeah. And so it was like a class thing that we did. You don't need to take it. As long as you're comfortable sitting on the ground or sitting on a step outside, you're fine. I will say, having the chair for me, I got to lean. I would put the chair and then lean up against a wall and journal, and that was comfortable because the chair only goes under your little tushy.
All right, we are done. Sorry for the delay.
Oh, you're fine. It's
still finished it a minute early.
Yay! A whole minute early.
I did it. Yay!
Blake says it's always exciting to see the clean edges emerge from under the tape.
Except for here.
Yeah, that wasn't very clean today.
Here.
So much for that expensive tape, Sava.
Yeah.
Do we have a streaming schedule? Yes, we stream Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 9 a.m. Central Time. That is what we do. Yeah, so there you are. We are so happy that you guys were here today. The link for the giveaway is in the chat. Scroll back up. And, One Up Girl says, don't worry about it, Scott. Your health is important. Santa says, wonderful.
Thank you.
And Blick says, we really enjoyed the ad hoc journaling segment. Oh, thanks, Blick. Appreciate that. Hey, we're nothing. Pencil sharpener. We're nothing if not good at pivoting here in the Hobbit hole. We like to pivot. We're good at it. Oh, yay. Good job, Scott. Also, thank you, Donna. You're so sweet. Yes, we will be posting the winners across all of our socials. So if you are on Instagram, you will see it there. If you are on wherever, you'll see it. Probably not TikTok because that's just video based, but we'll post it on Instagram. We'll post it in the community page here on YouTube. So you will be able to see them in those 2 locations. So go, especially the community tab, because that's just a static page. So you'll be able to see it there. Okay?
Thank you for hanging out with us.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out with us, guys. Do check the Art Hacks playlist if you have any other questions or are looking for anything, people are asking for tips on shading and skin tones and lighting and things like that. You'll find all of that in the Art Hacks playlist. Yes, it will be on YouTube in the community channel. All right? So thanks again. You can go to our website, thesavaart.com, and sign up there. And have a wonderful weekend, you guys. And we will talk to you next week.